Welcome to Going Insane with Temperance Remain. That's me. How y'all doing? You in the Independent River? Independence Day River? Okay, come on, everybody. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, yeah. I'm having a really great day just being in the river. Hi, if you're new. So, this channel, let me just explain real quick. This channel is based on, I think there's 31 foundational videos that I will tag as a playlist at the end of this video, or it's in the playlist under videos in sequence other than oracles, and they are the soul self-help, fast track to ascension, check in, that were channeled through me from on high, from my gang, which is what I call my OCG, which is what I call which is original cosmic gangsters, just so you know. And that's what I call my angels with swords, my guides, my ancestors 5D and above, and God, Jesus, okay, there we go, Jesus, or Sananda, which is his star name, okay. Holy Spirit, always with me, always has been. I'm finding that a lot of these energies to which I just referred, including Mary Magdalene, who's my hero, along with Joan of Arc. Okay, come on, give it up. Come on, ladies. And gentlemen, give it up for the ladies. Badass bitches. Total respect. I'm a badass bitch, so I don't take bitch as an insult, okay? You can't insult me with bitch. You actually can't insult me with any name calling. It just doesn't work. So you can try. Come on. Try and trigger me, because that's what this is about. It's about going out there and figuring out what we need to work on, not what everybody else that's trying to trigger us needs to work on, because that's not our job. They can do their own dadgum self. Our soul walk is about being triggered and dealing with that and figuring out why we're inviting that into our lives in the first place. Previous videos, okay? That's when I say that, I'm referring to the playlist to which I just referred. That is the foundation of this video, or of this channel. I'm a little excited. I just jumped in, and as soon as I turned the record on, the energy just goes. It's so cool. Okay, y'all should try it. You should get your own channels. You should just start your own channels and just see if I'm lying. So I was talking about, okay, so I've had, kind of a kickback day, kind of a restless night, kind of have restless nights. Nothing to worry about. It's just kind of, it's like intense dreams, and then, and then, then back to sleep, and wake up going, wow, that was a neat adventure, because I'm sure I'm very active in the higher realms while I'm sleeping. I'm starting to remember my dreams more. I don't know about you all, but I've never been able to remember my dreams. Like, almost my whole life, I don't remember my dreams. Being woke up in the middle of them has enabled me to be able to recall more, and at least the emotions of it. Not that I can recall right now, because I haven't gotten the habit of keeping a dream journal. I should work on that. And I will. But for now, let's just jump in. We're just going to do a quick, well, I say quick. And that would turn it into my reading, not their reading, which it is their reading. Let's call in gang, gang, shall we? Oh, gang, gang, OCG, come and play with me. I've got Uriel and Metatron. Magdalene. Oh, everybody I just mentioned. Okay. They like to tickle me, so they think it's funny. Just like my Uncle Tio. I called him, well, that's kind of redundant. I called my Uncle Tio. And so he used to, so that's what it feels like. It's like, you know, like one of those turkey claws on your leg or on your neck. Okay. Is there something else? Oh, so, okay. So they want me to go back to what I was saying, and that is that kind of, you know, today, and we're just kind of going along and, you know, just kind of hanging out. Got dressed, put on my MAGA hat, went to the grocery store, got some grub, you know, a beer, and uh, you know, and I got some really nice compliments. I mean, I didn't get a lot of stare downs. There was uncomfortably many people wearing masks. It was at the food king, and that was a little disconcerting. But I just pranced right in there with my MAGA hat and my 4th of July shirt on. And that's out there like, Tracy, that's not what we wanted you to talk about. Okay. 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 So I was helping a friend of mine ascend 1111. Her name's Grace. And Fiery Grace. Maybe y'all heard of her. It's okay. I post some of her stuff every now and then. She's young, but she is Grace on fire. Funny thing is that she's a Cancer Sagittarius rising, and I'm a Sagittarius Cancer rising, and we get along quite well, actually. And but she had made an appeal to those of us that love her so, and gain a lot of wisdom from her teachings, because she's not about spoon feeding sugar to the collective or snowflakes. Just put that down. And that's why I like her, right? And she wanted some help getting her algorithm up, like I tell you guys. Oh, by the way, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time a video drops. Leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji. It really helps promote the video. So she had made an appeal for us to go and add some comments. Just put a little effort into her thread to help her algorithm. And it didn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter why. I mean, obviously, it's obvious why, but the reasoning or the timing is, it didn't matter to me. I'm like, I'm double down because I get it, right? Hello. So I was doing that. So anyway, just helping my friend, just doing it, right? And today, the universe turned around and dropped 2 readings, actually 3, in front of me, like boom, 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 like, and I'm like, okay, so I'll hit that one, and I'm crying, and the next one, and I'm like, OMG, and then the next one, I'm like, oh my gosh, because it was referring to things that I do here. The syncs were like so endearing, like I keep saying, right? So endearing. So endearing. they care so much about us, and they want to be able to feed us what we need to keep going, to edify, to enlighten, to encourage. That I'm going to make that the 3 E's. The very important 3 E's that a soul needs: edification, encouragement, and enlightenment. So anyway, I was sitting there going, oh my God, I am so loved. But I only know that because I got the wink and the nod from on high that those were for me right then and that now. Okay, so you're asking me, what does that have to do with me? Are you missing signs, synchronicities, like, love on a platter from on high? Are you missing it because you don't believe what your gut is telling you, or what your mind is saying? Oh, I should watch that. Whatever. Your ego goes, yeah, whatever. Are you turning it off? Are you turning your radio station, the frequencies, off? Because your ego says, yeah, sure, that doesn't happen. Well, I can't make you believe in miracles or magic. But what are you doing here if you don't believe? Let's get into this reading and see if they confirm. $10,000 says they will. Life is a blast. Letting go of control and jumping in the river is, it's like jumping off the high dive, the very first time. And if you've never had that experience, it's like getting on a roller coaster or out in the ocean, and you're like, because you don't know how to just roll with the waves. You're fighting the current. Faith and trust, and hearing that still small voice and trusting that that's the one you need to listen to, not the ego, the little devil or the little angel. Don't listen to those two, because they're always just fighting. They're quabbling, right? It's the still small voice inside of you, that you're like, now? You want me to go now? I should jump off this cliff now? But I'm not ready. That's the ego. Discernment, intuition, faith. I was raised on a ranch. You can call me a cow puncher if you want, because I punched some dumbass bulls in my life. Yeah. Not that I'm saying that's a badge of honor. I'm not that person anymore. But I was when I needed to be. My reputation precedes me yet. What? Anyway, that's just fun. Fun stories of the 90s. The 90s were cray-cray, okay? Okay? Cray-cray, okay? Nobody understands the 90s unless you lived through it and you were all 20 or almost. Especially in El Chuco, baby. Oh my God. I'm surprised we survived. Anyway, and not like now, surviving like your head cut off and shit. Not like that. Well, kind of. Sometimes. Maybe a little. We used to just dash over to across the bridge and go dancing in Juarez. I was 13 when I started doing that. I was scaling down the apartment walls from my balcony like Spider-Woman. I don't know how I didn't die. Someone told me once, maybe we did die, Trace. Maybe now we're maybe now we're just dead in a dream. It's possible. Anything's possible. Okay, so gang, would you like to start your message now? That was fun. That's back when we used to dance all night long. Just like literally, I would come home, we would come back, and in the morning, I would not be able to step up. I would not be able to walk. I mean, so much fun. That's junior high school. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why I'm thinking about all this. It's just coming to I'm just having total recall right now. And I'm sure it has to do with this message. So, can we start now? I told you I was going to celebrate Independence Day. I hope you all are having fun and blessed and being safe. Don't drink and drive too much. Okay. Check with your angels first, and if they say that you can drive, then drive. Or call someone. They might come pick you up. Okay, anyway. Or Uber. Or whatever. I don't even know. Which ones? Hold on, I can't see. Okay, shuffle again. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance. All night long. That's, by the way, I can't think of his name. Swingtown. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Oh my gosh. Fly like an eagle. One of my favorite, Steve Miller Band. Thank you. Jeez. What is wrong with me? Oh, thank you. Okay. That's what else they wanted me to mention. Oh, I was doing these out of order. No wonder. Anyway, so they wanted me to mention that for some odd reason, by being in the flow and accepting the syncs and the synchronicities and being fed, spoon-fed from the universe, what my soul needed, heart, body, mind, and soul needed to hear today, to make this a celebratory day in facto instead of just, de facto, was it made my heart willing to listen to music today. And that was quite refreshing because I tie a lot of things into music. I always have. I went nearly, 15 years, more or less, give or take. I don't do years very well. Not turning off the music forever because at all. I wouldn't listen because it tied me to the old days, and took me back to ghost towns and, grave sites and dead relationships, and it just re-broke my heart again every time. So to move on, and, this is right after 911 happened. I was alone with 2 children and moving to Phoenix all by myself, basically. Well, running around everywhere. It's a long story. But I was raising children by myself. And I'm like, shit, I don't know anything about the world. I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything. I don't know anything except for the hand in front of, the nose, despite my face. I knew I loved my children. I knew how to get drunk with the people around me I knew how to feed trauma. I knew how to take care of other people. I did not know how to take care of me. And when 911 happened, I was like, I don't know shit. How am I going to take care of my kids? So I started listening. I listened for that 12, 15 years straight, nonstop, talk radio, nonstop. I would nonstop. Like I used to watch soap operas nonstop. 3 TVs on the house as I did chores, so I didn't miss a word. Well, I did this with talk radio, and I learned so much, and got to discern much, and have been aware of the downfall, the takedown, the drama in our United States on the front lines, listening. That was what I did, and I even did it while I was on the computer. Like I would have it on in the background and then research, and it was just constant. I learned so much. Anyway, music came back into my life one day, all of a sudden. I'm sure it was quite funny to watch. I didn't even know who Korn was or Evanescence. I didn't know. I barely knew that Kurt Cobain had died or what his music was. Chris Cornell? Not a clue. Soundgarden? What? Who? Because I quit. I mean, I am not even kidding. I quit. I quit listening. And before that, I used to have Teen Beat, Tiger Beat, all the rock magazines. I had the pictures up on my walls. I had big posters on my ceilings. I was head of heavy metal, hard rock girl. I was Led Zeppelin. I was the hippie. And I lived music. I devoured music like I devour whatever I'm interested in. And so I have found a balance. But sometimes my heart will go back to, I can't bear it. It's because I take it too hard. Music. My dad was a musician. He taught himself how to play guitar and wrote songs, and music left that house. Fortunately, I have some CDs of his songs when he played live, and I asked him, please, Daddy, don't drop that ball. Please record your stuff. And so I have it. Because he made sure from the other side, I kid you not, that I have those CDs, and I do. And so music today came back in play. And I think that's the message, that to receive the messages that the energies are trying to feed us, to let us know it's okay. And you don't know what's happening, but this is what's happening for you, around you, because of you, in spite of you, whatever, right? And if you're open to it, then you can integrate all the things that bubble up: joy, happiness, vitality, life. So that's where the manifestation happens. That's the co-creation. And then you just don't worry. because they just fed you. Here, this is what you need to know. So the encouragement I'm going to say right now, did I say it all? Be open to what the universe is trying to share with you. And thanks for being here, Ninja Seals. Let's get on with this message, shall we? Anyway, rock on. This. Il Donaldo Trumpo's really pouring out love for his patriotos. It's getting serious out there, folks. The game, the chess game, the 5D chess game, it's got to be check and match. Check and mate match. Check, mate, match. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's really exciting if you jump in the river and start checking it out. Are an integral part of the forward motion and the inertia, literally, the inertia of the awakening right now. So, be open to what you need to know to press in. Tally ho, let's go. Stay grounded. Stay in joy. Be happy. That's this message. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. Everybody take a deep breath. Horseman, Herald of Change. That, by the way, is me. In the past and in the future. Not right now. Let's see what it says. I'm excited. Good news. That's what it says. I'm down for some good news. Horseman, good news. Caution, herald of change. When the horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. Amen. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. We're going to do that again. When the horseman appears, When the horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. ... Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it seems. Or it may seem. Okay? This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic. Well, that leaves me out then. giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. Indeed. Become a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. The Horseman cautions you not to allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure that there is substance to the news you spread, and you are willing to live up to the expectations that you raise. Let's do that one again. The Horseman cautions you to not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure that there is substance to the news you spread, and you are willing to live up to the expectations you raise. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. They're so good at this. Heed the Horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. When he shows up twice in the same reading, use caution. If you heed his warnings, if you heed his warnings, all will turn out well. We're only getting it once, because I said so. I'm not pulling again, and they can't make me. Well, but the likeliness of that happening. Ready? 21. That's now. First breath, beginner's mind. Doesn't take much to get me going, does it? First breath. A fresh start and renewed curiosity, natural trust, beginner's mind. When the first breath card shows up for you, it is time to leave the old stories and tales behind. You have arrived. Take a deep breath and take a deep breath and another. There's nothing else you need to do but take the new world. There's nothing else you need to do but take in the new world that is revealing itself around you. Trust your natural curiosity. There's no need to dwell on how difficult the journey has been or how tight the passage to get to where you are now. Just take it all in and experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at this destination. Even if it is a familiar place you have come to many times before, try not to experience it as if okay. My super starseed mind tried to create that out of thin air. Why don't I just read the words? It's my dyslexia. That's how my brain goes. Even if it is a familiar place you have come to many times before, try to experience it as if for the first time, for you are renewed and the old you is no longer your concern. Isn't that good news? Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That goes with what I channeled. Amazing, as if I doubted it. Did you catch that? Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That situation that was so difficult only a few days ago, just be with it. Just be with it and breathe. You have already gone beyond it, have overcome and resolved it, even if no one else realizes this yet. Soon enough they will, as you move on. Do not squander the power of first breath, giving the old narrative mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Use it for new beginnings, to animate a world you can play and create in. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the word. Yes, I am loving this. I almost didn't do it. I don't know why. Ready? In the hand. The universe is your partner. They are so good at this. It's nice being a precise, concise, and articulate is always nice channel. I didn't do that prayer today. Did I? I don't know. It doesn't matter. My intention is always there like that. In the hand, feeling secure, taken care of, the universe is your partner. Something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with your higher power. How do you engage it? Perhaps you might have seen things through the influence of your religious background, or you may have been exposed to other ways of making that connection real for you. It doesn't matter the source. It doesn't matter the source of your understanding. What matters is what works for you. For example, if you believe in a punitive God, you will be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. Radical trust. I love that. It's not just in one, it's in all these books. Radical is like the one word that keeps going through each of these oracles. It is so amazing. It's radically impressive. Right now, if you relationship of radical trust. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? Can you then turn over your needs and desires to that divine power and trust that you're safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Let's do that one again. Can you then turn over your needs and desires to the divine power and trust that you're safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Grace is activated in your life now. It's funny, I said Grace well, it was her name, but there it is again. Grace is activated in your life now. You're in good hands. Your work, family, relationships, home, everything. You've done all you can, so now is the time to rest and recharge instead of instead of producing. Quit producing. You're not the factory. You're not the factory man. Okay. I won't tag anything to that. You're in good hands. Your work, family, relationships, home, everything. You've done all you can, so now is time to rest and recharge instead of producing, doing, acting, strategizing. A hot tea, a good book, and a soft blanket are in order. Opening to discovery. Key concepts. The small bits of data you collect from the world to form ideas, the transfer of vital information via the universe always speaking to you, the need, yeah, that does tie in quite nice, doesn't it? I said be open to the signs and syncs. They're trying to give you what you need. Amazing. The transfer of vital information via the universe always speaking to you. The need to integrate information and be discerning about what you expose yourself to. Ooh-wee. There we go. That's better. We tune into information from our outer environment, then assign meaning to it within our psyches. Every day, however, the amount of data we sort through exceeds what we're capable of processing, especially since the advent of the internet. We have been bombarded with more than we could ever hope to absorb. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of what we expose ourselves to. It's true. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messages invites us into a cynical, fear-based worldview. On the other hand, conscious exposure to information. They're so good at this. I'm like, ding, ding, ding. On the other hand, conscious exposure to information supporting our well-being shifts us toward growth and expansion. Yes, yes, yes. There are different cycles in our lives where we need to be fed different things, but we have to choose it. I mean, like, when I cut off music, it wasn't anything against music. It's because I had to quit being codependent. I mean, we had a lot of codependent songs back then. Everything was a codependent song. And all I did was regenerate, and put myself back into the wah, wah, wah. Mine. What was the other one? Mine. Me. Wah, wah. And that's what music was doing to me. I mean, it touched me to people, situations, and things that I had to cut loose from. And it was time for me to be fed new things. So I switched the channel. So the same is true now. When it was time to switch the channel from the 3D matrix, even talk radio, I don't listen to it anymore. I don't need to. I went to full on YouTube and just explored what was there for me by discernment and by you guys are so good at this. And by allowing things to come in for me to discern through, they would bring me the stuff that would feed me appropriately because I was open to the energies from on high. I was born that way. You know, I didn't always reach for it. I didn't always accept it. But once you get into understanding that there's something bigger than you feeding you, and if you'll let it, especially in my life circumstances, you start appreciating the food, the manna from on high. Because it is food. Heart, body, mind, and soul. Okay. Oh, you guys they're so endearing how they do this. I hope you guys are appreciating this as much as me. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messages invites us into a cynical, fear-based worldview. On the other hand, conscious exposure to information supporting our well-being shifts us towards growth and expansion. The choice, though, is not always obviously ours, which is why we must be discerning on a daily basis. Indeed. I just said that. Oh, they said it through me. My message, their message. Man, Kim saw. Whatever. Just kidding. The universe is always engaging. They're like, you're right. I'm like, I know, but I like to give credit. I mean, I'm not going to take credit. I don't feel that yet. I'm not 5D. I am part of those that are part of the 5D. I get that. See? It's just a construct of the brain. That's what they're showing. They're so good at this. It's just construct. And the only thing for me to start being more a part of the one is to break that construct of saying, but I'm only a puny 3D, because it's not true. Not when you start tapping in. Then you're part of the whole. I mean, we all are anyway. But when you're consciously doing it, and you're exercising the discernment, and intuition, and you have faith, then you are part of the one. I mean, like, you're actively a co-creator. Oh my God, I get it. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. Snap, and then you get it. I get it. I get it. Wow, that's a real live aha moment, live and on camera. It's amazing. And see, there again, I'll never be the same again, because it snapped. It snapped into place. The construct that kept me from understanding that in reality broke because I kept pressing in. I kept believing. I knew that the activations and downloads and the growth and the attention and the focus and the detachment and the pulling of the weeds and figuring out where joy is, the 0 point where it is, and staying there on a pretty consistent basis, I might add. I did it. Thank you. Gang, gang. Our intuition, I don't know if I can read now. Our intuition helps us tune in and see our environment like an oracle. Oh my God. This is the best trip I've ever been on. And I've been on some trips, baby. Probably a pretty good thing, because I pretty good training in the surreal. You know what I mean? In the hyper real. Our intuition helps us tune in and see our environment like an oracle. However, this new information doesn't always make sense right away. So be curious and non-resistant. So being curious and non-resistant is key to learning. Today, be open to receiving important information that may come from an unusual source. Do you see? Do you see? It's amazing. It's a trip, but it's amazing. I always did like flying. You know, I always felt more normal when I was tripping. Go figure, right? I have many stories for another rainy day, because it's not rainy today. So being curious and non-resistant is key to learning. Today, be open to receiving important information that may come from an unusual source. The universe wants to help you, but recognizing the way this aid will arrive depends on your willingness to shut out superfluous noise. OMG! Oh, mamma mia. Okay. Maybe you need to take a break from social media, gossip, or the news. Well, that's on a regular. I mean, I would always recommend that. Ugh. Talk about a tether to the... Ugh. Gossip or the news. Don't let yourself get distracted. Listen without attachment and see what arises in your life. Expect a message from the universe, and you shall have it. Woo! Exciting. I don't care who you are. Well, except unless you're the bad guys, because here we come. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. endless possibilities. Again, we just had this one. I ain't complaining. I'm just stating fact, man. Just the facts, man. Key concepts. Unlimited potential, moving beyond limited beliefs, and the filter of an unhealed past. Ooh-wee. Using your awareness to discern what is possible and having the courage to leap beyond even that. You look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality, and conditioning. The filter determines whether you believe in the filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe of endless possibilities or various degrees of limitations and a finite range of options. When your expectations, unconscious or otherwise, are based on a lack, it's difficult to see what is truly available to you. Amen. Today, ask yourself what you believe. Are there limitless possibilities? That's not what it says. I saw P.O. and I just went with it. Are there limitless potential outcomes to align your energy with? Do you know intuitively that there is more to life than meets the eye? And are you willing to act on that knowledge? As you believe, so it will be for you, as your energy will attract its match in the outer world. Conditions meet expectations. Either your world remains the way it is in various forms, yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Period. Everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater version of you and a more meaningful life, discovering opportunities that better reflect your true self. Yes, yes. This is the nature of your dynamic relationship with the divine. Today, stand with open arms, knowing that you are stepping into beauty, into experiences that are potent and transformative. You are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago, leaping over what was and toward what will be. So exciting. You are more than you were. That's a fact, Jack. Now, he says, now, what is it that you want? The treasure is yours. You just need to believe it. Indeed. Next. Listen in stillness. You meet your true self. They might be on the other pages that are over here. Those. Okay. 17. Probably close to that one. Not that way. There we go. Listen in stillness. You meet your true self. Shh. Do you hear that? It's the whisper of the universe asking you to listen. The loudest clamor doesn't necessarily correspond to your truest heart. Imagine a pristine lake. If there are too many waves disturbing the surface, you cannot make out what's at the bottom. But when the water is still, the image becomes crystal clear. In stillness, we get the rare opportunity to listen with another set of ears. Quiet contemplation, mindfulness, meditation, and just doing nothing all have even more value in our always-on lives. Amen. Everything is talking to us if we simply slow down to listen fully. In those subtle whispers, you will meet your truest self. This is the same one that's been talking to you all along. Cosmic Catalyst. How can I cultivate the habit of stillness on a more regular basis in my life? Cosmic Checkbox. Sit for 18 minutes and simply listen. As thoughts come, let them go, like clouds passing. Listen fully to a deeper truth around you. After the 18 minutes, the next word or phrase you hear or see is your answer. Write it in your cosmic journal. Y'all saw me pull the hero of your cosmic journey. Woo! I'm a galactic starseed blooming. I'm a galactic starseed blooming. I am the galactic starseed blooming. Oh, yes. The hero of your cosmic journey. Attributes: path of divine destiny, mythic story, grand adventure, quest. You are the one you have been waiting for. You are the mythic story coming to life. This great adventure is exactly as you intended to fulfill your destiny of greatness. The legend of the hero is deep within our collective consciousness because that's our path to fulfilling our greatest purpose here. The hero is willing to go forth even when they are uncertain of what's next. They are driven by a greater purpose and many times reluctantly drawn into adventure. But once on the path, moving forward, help comes through new allies, guides, and even magical gifts awaiting discovery. Then there is a point of no return, a symbolic death to what was in order to continue evolving into what's next. Knowing their world will never be the same. Then, together with their friends, they must defeat the guardian at the threshold, the final test in their saga. And finally, they return home with even greater powers bestowed upon them to share for the benefit of all. Okay, so as I was reading that, I'm supposed to query, who's the guardian? Who's the last guardian guarding that last threshold along, like the Lord of the Rings? I mean, what's the last monster? What's the last guardian protecting the thing that you must conquer to get to the treasure? I mean, it was in the Never-Ending Story. Remember, he had to go through the two guard things. It's in every hero story. There's one last... I mean, Harry Potter movies are great. Y'all get the gist. You're Ninja Seals. Why am I talking to you like you don't know what a hero's journey is? But identify that for yourselves now. That's the point. Can you identify what that last dragon is? I mean, we're talking bad dragon, not good dragon. Well, defensive dragon. I mean, if a dragon's just doing his job, is it really a bad dragon? So, all things being equal, good, bad, it's all the same. Anywho, back to the book. Will never be the same again. Then, together with their friends, they must defeat the guardian at the threshold, the final test in their saga. And finally, they return home with even greater powers bestowed upon them to share for the benefit of the all. Pull the sword from the stone and let's begin the quest with the questions ... What is my cosmic journey quest? Where am I on my cosmic journey? How would I write my full cosmic journey story as the hero? What can I do to activate more of my allies, guides, and magical help in my life? And what is my cosmic hero's name? Sandalphon. Hi, Sandalphon. Divine guidance. That's 5. We know that's change and transformation, right? The search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Indeed. I know it seems like spare pickings right now, but the tribe is gathering. We're getting closer and we're getting interconnected. You just have to ask Sandalphon to guide you on your path so that you can start gathering your tribe in a more dense or condensed manner. I request that, actually. Divine guidance. There is no need to be alone. There are amazing people around you from whom you would gain great strength and support. Seek out those who are like-minded and who share your beliefs and ideals. Make new friends who would benefit from your insights and affection. Take a class on spirituality or join an organization that aims to do good in the world. Archangel Sandalphon can help you find the meaning you're seeking in your life. Be open to other people's ideas and perspectives, but don't be bound by them. If you're taking a very traditional approach to your challenges and things just don't seem to be moving forward, then it might be time to think outside the box. On the other hand, if your attempts to be creative are merely reinventing the wheel, perhaps the old-fashioned way would be better. Additional meanings: walking your talk, universities, resistance to change, spiritual seeking, divine wisdom. Archangel Sandalphon is the angel who watches over the accumulation of metaphysical and spiritual knowledge. Over here, Sandalphon. Can't get too much of that. Not in my book. If you're seeking to enrich your inner world, he can help you find others who are similarly inclined and also searching. Archangel Sandalphon is known for delivering prayers from earth to heaven. Call upon him to help when you feel your prayers need an extra boost. Knight of Ariel. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. There's so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. Time for swift action, and it will be necessary to move with great decisiveness and confidence. We just had this one yesterday, didn't we? Develop a plan and know exactly how to carry it forward. There's a great deal of activity. This card encourages you to follow your mind over your heart for the results you desire. While you're urged to act quickly, you mustn't act impulsively. People. A person who is able to accomplish many things at once. Someone brilliant mind and the capacity to solve any intellectual problem. Strong, focused, committed, and educated. Additional meanings: the champion of a cause, sudden changes, lack of diplomacy. That wasn't yesterday. Very interesting. It sounded very familiar to something yesterday. Oh. Okay. Metatron. Unlike Donkey Kong, right? Leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. Love you, Metatron. Leap of faith. Archangel Metatron brings you this card to encourage you to take a leap of faith. You are fully empowered to follow a new path in life that is full of excitement and wonder. The opportunities for evolution and growth are truly unlimited if you'll just have faith in yourself and believe in your dreams. You have only to take the first step to find yourself on the way to a happier new life. Your angels and guides will send helpful people to assist you as you go along. You're encouraged to be proactive in researching whatever information is required. Don't let a lack of experience or self-confidence hold you back. You are meant to have the joy you seek. Additional meanings: being self-assured and believing in yourself, childlike innocence, unending curiosity, the joy of life, courage, and following your heart. Archangel Metatron is a loving and protective guide to young or highly sensitive people. He can help you free yourself. I'm both. So he's got he can help you free yourself from situations that no longer serve you. Metatron can also give you the courage and confidence to make more important changes in your life. It doesn't say more important. Okay. Metatron can also give you the courage and confidence to make important changes in your life. Call upon this archangel when you wish to get in touch with the child that is within you, or to release old fears that are holding you back. Amen. Knight of Michael, strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotions. Sudden changes. Time for swift action. It will be necessary to move with great decisiveness and confidence. Develop a plan and know exactly how to carry it forward. There is a great deal of activity. This card encourages you to follow your mind over your heart for the results you desire. While you're urged to act quickly, you mustn't act impulsively. Oh, that's why. That's why, because we had this one yesterday. A person who is able to accomplish. Did I do that wrong? I didn't read Knight of Ariel. Oh my gosh. I read Knight of. Well, that's weird. Okay. Let me finish. Okay, so I read Knight of Michael instead of Knight of Ariel. Wonder it seems so familiar. My mistake. Okay, so now we'll read Knight of Ariel. Faux pas. Where is it? Oh, I get it. I see what happened. Knight of Ariel. There is so much to be accomplished. Make a plan that is methodical and sees to every detail. Slow and steady wins the race. You may decide it's time to find a better job. Business matters take precedence over emotional ones in this situation. Angels are watching over you right now, so think big. A person of great kindness and understanding. Someone with your very best interest at heart. Loyal, trustworthy, funny, creative, ecologically minded, may be a vegetarian or a vegan. Renewed action, wise investments, being watched over by someone kind. Okay, now, Queen of Raphael, kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. Your heart is your greatest strength. Expect relationships with others to develop to a new level. Someone is in the perfect position to help another person understand his or her own feelings. An immense love of home and family is also in evidence. Any psychic or intuitive information that arises is completely reliable. Someone who is wise and kind, a loving and nurturing person with the ability to solve problems before they occur. Psychic, spiritual understanding, and giving. Additional meanings: a psychologist, a champion of the underdog, giving too much, unconditional love, the need for self-care. And last but not least, Six of Ariel. I don't think I've seen this one. She is lit. She is legit lit. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Amen. Amen. We could all use a little bit of that, eh? Okay. There are great blessings in giving and receiving. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. If you're the recipient of such a loving gift, then accept it with gratitude and humility. If you have the means to give to those in need, then do so in a compassionate way without asking for anything in return. Keep in mind that gifts do not always have to be financial, but can be energetic or take the form of help based on experience. When giving to others, consider that what they truly need. Make gifts that don't promote dependency, but rather that are well thought out and empower the recipient going forward. Pennies from heaven, promotions or bonuses, acts of kindness, scholarships, and grants. And I'd say, hoorah! What a way to end this reading. Claim this message, people. Be open to the signs and synchronicities. Receive your messages like pennies from heaven. Okay? So I'm going to bounce. So, let's go over the cards again. I find that's always probably best. Horseman, Herald of Change. First breath, beginner's mind. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Opening to discovery. Endless possibilities. With the universe as your partner, I'd say that's right. Listen in stillness to meet your true self. The hero of your cosmic journey. And then we've got the rock stars that we just did. Okay, so namaste. Have a blessed day. Be safe tonight. Have fun. Celebrate, even if it's just in your heart, for the Independence Day for the globe. We need to anchor that energy in today. Anchor it down. Believe in it. World peace is possible. We have to believe. Welcome in the light. Rest so that you can receive your activations and downloads. And be blessed and safe. I love you so much. And I love you so much. And I love me too. And always remember, you love you too. Okay. See you next time. Peace and